everybody, welcome to another demo night. Our first up here, you're a watcher of the show and actually tuned in for both the shows. You'll notice we played this game before, but there was a glitch that kept us from completing anything by having an kind of an infinite loop just where we just fell. It's kind of like being caught in a portal loop where you're just gathering speed. Anyways, Skycliffs, here we go. Hope the developer is at least tuning in. I promise to do this again. I know it's kind of like, oh, I just notified them. Hey, maybe they'll view it later. Maybe not. Alright, let's go. But suddenly huge species of the moons and planets vanished all over the galaxy. Soon after, a strange monolith was discovered orbiting near a planet affected. It turned out to be a gateway to another dimension. A world of floating islands made of those very pieces of the tragedy had taken away from the natural universe. This baffling event was thus named the transposition. Many claimed all this was insane, impossible, yet the Skycliffs, as they would be named, were standing there in this alternate dimension, hostile and unexplored. To face the unknown and uncover the mysteries of the Skycliffs, the Federation dispatched Emmy, their most brilliant pathfinder, as she takes up this adventure. Who knows what she will discover? Be and supposed to be spooky. Turn off your lights unless you're scared. This next one is called Slay the Princess. Alright. Here we go. Here we go. Y'all about to get scared with some Slay the Princess? Boy, let's... Ooh. We get a full screen. Princess. Spooky. I turned my light on here and see.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
Have you considered that maybe the only reason she's going to the end of the world is because she's locked up? Killing a princess seems kind of bad though, doesn't it? Can't someone else do this?
I'm talking about the end of everything as we know it. No more birds, no more trees, and perhaps most problematically of all, no more people.
Where's your proof?
You have to put an end to her.
You're some dude. But how can a princess locked away in a basement? If you don't tell me why she's dangerous, I'm not going to kill her. So I go. Do you have any evidence? Ah, there we go. That's more of me. Where's your evidence, sir? Sir. Sir. Oh boy, there's a bunch of answers here. Do you have evidence to back this up? Have you considered that maybe she's... Oh, because she's locked up. Killing a princess seems bad. Can someone else do this? Get this, I'm not doing it. Have you considered that maybe I'm okay with the world ending? That's my cynical side talking. Look, I'll go to the cabin and I'll talk to her. And if she's as bad as you say she is, then maybe I'll slay her. But I'm not committing to anything until I have the chance to meet her face to face. Okay, I'm sold. Let's get this over with. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling me what to do. Sweet. I've always wanted to op a monarch. Viva la revolution! Walk towards the cabin. Turn around and leave. Evidence. 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 Evidence.
Look, you're already on the path that leads to the cabin. Why would you be here if it weren't to complete a very important task? You've made it this far, you might as well reach the end of your journey.
But how can a princess lock away in a basement in the world? If you don't tell me why, it's dangerous.
She's not dangerous. She's just a princess. The danger comes if she gets out, which she will unless you do something about it.
Okay, what happens if she gets out? I want specifics.
The more specifics you have, the harder it will be for you to do this very important job. She's a princess. People will listen to her, because listening to her is in their nature. And when they do, everything will come crashing down.
What are you talking about? You haven't explained nothing. Word salad from you, mister. Oh boy, again, just less and less.
While I appreciate the mental exercise, we are running up against a bit of a ticking clock.
Alright.
Nevertheless, let me assure you, the princess is locked up because she's dangerous. She is not dangerous because she's locked up. And before you decide to waste even more of our time by asking how I know that, let me suggest a more pragmatic lens through which to view this situation. Causality doesn't matter here, because the end result is the same no matter what led us up to this point. If the princess leaves the cabin, the world will end, and there is no changing that.
If people will listen to her.
It's no use arguing semantics over a metaphorical chicken or egg, because the egg is hatched and it's about to ruin everything. Unless, of course, you do your job and slay her.
No. You're ridiculous. Killing a princess is someone else's. It's not doing it. I consider maybe
Of course I haven't. Why would I even consider that? Nobody wants the world to end.
maybe. So, I disagree fully, sir. There are some people that just want to put up with
I mean,
fire.
maybe some people do, like
Yeah, there you go.
nihilists,
Yeah.
or very, very evil people, but surely you're not one of those, right?
I don't know, am I? I would say killing a person is evil, so I don't. That doesn't make sense to me. Well, I'm not going to talk to her. She's gonna show me true colors. Can someone else do this?
Does it? Are you a monarchist? Is slaying a princess that much worse than slaying a fisherman or a miller or a seamstress?
No.
If anything, slaying a princess is much better than slaying a seamstress. Seamstresses contribute something of value to society. Oh, if only that were the case, but I don't make the rules.
Every single answer. And just be.
I have to say, I'm surprised at your reluctance thus far, but unfortunately for the both of us, you're the only one who can pull this off.
What are you talking
Like I said, I don't make the rules, no matter how much I wish I did. Then I guess we'll just have to see what happens, but a word of warning. If you go in prepared to hear her out, she could easily trap you in her web of lies, and the more you listen to her honeyed words, the harder it'll be to pull yourself out.
Oh man, this is a test of virtue.
then each and every one of us is doomed.
No one's doing got one on each foot. 2 people total. It's a good game.
So sure,
Yeah.
go, talk to her.
Oh, man.
See how that turns out for all of us. You make your way up the short path to the cabin. You'll find the princess within. We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and musty, and the floor and walls are painted in a fine layer of dust. The only furniture of note is a plain wooden table. Perched on that table is a pristine blade. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. You take the blade from the table. It'd be rather difficult to slay the princess and save the world without it. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated by an unseen light in the room below. This is an oppressive place. The air feels heavy and damp, a hint of rot filtering from the ancient wood. If the princess really lives here, slaying her is probably doing her a favor. Her voice carries up the stairs.
Who's there?
It's commanding, almost as though she's the one in charge down here. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation.
Hey, they come here.
Good. You're still listening to reason. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's so coldly beautiful. Is she really a threat to the world? Focus on the task at hand.
Are you here to kill me or something?
We gotta listen to her talk, right? That's gonna be boring if we just kill her. Nobody else is talking. Hear her talk.
So, why'd you bring a knife with you? How about you drop it and then we can chat?
She makes a compelling point. What if we just dropped the blade and talked? Look at her. It's not like she's a threat. Don't you dare. It's fine. We can decide what we want to do after we talk to her. Maybe she really is a monster. Killing someone in cold blood isn't very becoming of us. You ignore the trembling in your hands and tighten your grip on the blade.
Poor thing. Your hands are shaking. Are you scared of me? Because you should be.
You step forward, your grip on the blade tightening as you steel your resolve.
I'm probably chained up in this basement for a reason, right? And if that knife is the only weapon you have, you'll have to get close enough to use it. So, you should just drop it. Best not to risk finding out what I can do.
Oh! Oh! Oh, he called me out! Oh.
Do you hear the conviction in her voice? Do you see the razor sharpness in her gaze? I don't think she's bluffing. She's unarmed. If you hesitate now, it'll be too late. End this. Doubt, unfortunately, clouds your thoughts as you attempt to run her through.
No way.
A moment of distraction and hesitation is all she needed to sidestep your thrust and deliver a catastrophic blow to your jaw.
Oh boy.
It feels like you've been hit with a sledgehammer. You can feel bone grinding on bone where your jaw has been fractured. Holy shit, that hurts! Though she's unarmed, the shock of that first strike is enough to stagger you, putting you and the princess on somewhat equal footing. Your blade slashes through the air again and again, and her fists connect with your body as many times or more, each impact as heavy as that first bone-crushing hit. We can still turn this around. You and the princess stare at each other, both gasping for breath, equally exhausted. You probably won't make it out of here alive, but you can at least make sure that she won't make it out of here either. Excuse me? Do you think this is what I wanted to happen? I have a duty to state the facts of the situation, and honestly, it's a miracle anyone is still standing right now. Can you not feel all those ruptured organs bouncing around in there? If the princess doesn't do our friend in herself, internal bleeding is certain to finish the job. The two of you clash for the final time. You feel your ribs break as she delivers a heavy blow, but you push through the pain, falling forward and sinking your blade deep into the princess's
Look
heart.
at my hand, it's all gnarly.
Oh,
The two of you fall to the floor.
this is fun.
The princess gasps, her voice an unhealthy rasp as her lungs start to fill with blood.
You put up more of a fight than I thought you would, but I have to wonder, do you really think this is the end?
There it is again. That razor-sharp look in her eyes and the terrifying conviction in her words. But you don't have the time to worry over such things. Everything goes black, and you die.
That was awesome.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. I can assure you that you didn't slay her and that she didn't kill you. People don't just spring back to life after dying, and the two of us are meeting for the very first time. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. There's nothing we can do to stop her. She's going to kill us again. Oh, is there another one of us in here? If you go to the cabin, you might as well just throw yourself at her feet and beg for mercy. You are never going to slay her with that attitude. Stuff that pathetic little voice to the back of your mind and stay focused on the task ahead. such magnificent gusto. We'll all be in the clear in no time.
Going right away this time.
I have one last warning for you. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says. It's not her lies that'll stop us. I must admit, I'm a little worried about going back in there. I don't want to be as much of a downer as my new roommate, but we were definitely outclassed last time. She seems more demon than princess. Ignore them, they don't know what they're talking about. She's just a princess. Don't get all in your head about it. The interior of the cabin is larger than it should be. The only item of furniture is a plain wooden table with a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old wooden... Her fierce voice carries up the...
Who's there?
It's somehow even... Of course it... Don't let it intimidate you. You carefully make your way down the stairs. As you descend the final step, the form of the princess comes into view, a large shackle leading from her wrist to the basement wall. Is it just me, or is she bigger than last time?
I just got a tail.
It looks like she could rip those chains out of the wall without a second thought. I told you. It's pointless.
I was wondering when I might have company. Free me from my bindings, and maybe I'll let you live for a while.
Ah, that was awesome! That was truly awesome. I really like that. What did she do if we go in there and don't?
You're on a path, you're here to... Are you serious? No, you have to do it. You make your way up a warning. Before you go, she will lie. We're not going to go through with this, right? Ignore him. The interior of the blade. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing a staircase faintly illuminated. Her voice.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's not commanding like the last time.
Is hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by... How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would be before it finally sinks in?
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here forever. Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
What?
You're only making this more difficult.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
Oh.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. You hear the click of a lock sliding into place.
Oh boy.
Is someone else here? Your shouts and pleas are met with silence. I'll repeat myself once again. You're here to slay the princess, and you won't leave until the task is done.
Oh, yeah?
You try the door, but it's locked from the outside.
You prick.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier if you'd just taken the blade like you were supposed to. Easier for whom? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
She barely hesitates before raising her arm to her mouth,
Yeah,
her
girl,
teeth
get it.
tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Yummy, yummy, yummy.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you, the clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Oh, I'm gonna do it.
Fine. Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain
Oh man,
binding
those eyes
her
are
to this
creeping me
place.
out, man.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and it takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm. Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit. She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She clutches the wound, softly smiling as her gaze meets yours. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what just happened.
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yeah, my little demon right here.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't just let her escape into the world. No, I can't just let her escape into the world. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade.
Hey!
Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just do that. Watch me.
Hey!
What are you doing?
You gonna make me, force me to do it?
Stop that.
Oh, I thought this was all a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges. Wait, she dodges? Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you out of here alive.
We're saving the princess this time.
The blade! Move the blade!
No.
I'm sorry. I can see you're doing your best to resist what's happening to you. I'll try and make this quick.
Okay.
She pounces on you with the same animal ferocity she used to tear through her arm. You feel her claws on your throat, then her teeth, somehow sharp enough to pull apart your flesh and sinew with ease. You collapse to the floor, your body unresponsive as your blood pools on the ground beneath you. She stares down at your ravaged form, eyes shining in the darkness, dress stained red as your blood seeps into the fabric. When she manages to escape from this place and bring ruin to the world, know that it was all your fault. It can't just end like this, right? As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't deny the reality of what's happened. I'm sorry. It's over. Everything goes dark, and you die. You're on a path in the woods. You're here to slay her. My tricks? What on earth are you talking about? We've just met for the first time, you and I. If he doesn't remember what happened, then maybe it's best to keep it that way. Don't forget what he did to us the last time around. We can help her. We just have to find a way. Oh, is there another one of us in here? Help her? Need I remind you how catastrophically dangerous she is? I told you about the stakes of this situation less than a minute ago. Sure, and all of us in here definitely believe you. Just stay focused on the task at hand. You know I can tell when you're lying, right? Please take this seriously. I am begging you. I have one last warning for you. She will lie. She will cheat. Yes, don't believe a word she says. Just go in, take the knife, and do what you're supposed to. Wink. Did you just say the word wink out loud? No, I didn't. Wink. Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess. The interior of the cabin is almost entire. The blade is your... You take the... The door to the basement... Her voice carries softly.
Hello? Is someone there?
It's even more hypnotizing. Is it more hypnotizing than before, or is that just what we want it to be? I think we're in love. For everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just don't let her charm you. It's all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. She's still so beautiful. And she has both of her arms again. Did everything we just went through actually happen? It must have, because she's different. Can't you tell?
You. I remember you. You're going to help me get out of here, right?
Alright. That was pretty cool. Alright. One more here. Cover story. It's Patty from Doug. Remember Doug? Anybody? What the heck? Happened? Hmm. That's weird. Huh. Well, I guess that's where I'm cutting it up tonight. As far as the demos go. That last one with Slay the Princess was really, really good. I really like that one. I had to go and buy that one. That was really good. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm gonna get something to eat. I don't know if I'm gonna do a late night stream. If I do, it would be Dragon's Dogma. But I'm definitely gonna get off here for a little bit and get something to eat. Oh, is he gonna do something? Oh! That's right, sorry.
The game begins.
Oh! Ah! Alright. Okay. I think I'm gonna cut it there. That's pretty much what you get. Soccer. Nice little soccer game. That's cute. I like it. That's where I'm at in the stream, though. Thanks for watching, and I hope you stay tuned next time. Peace.